it's Kicking with Kay again. Hopefully y'all enjoyed my last video, which will be in the description down below. It was my acne story, but I kind of forgot to introduce myself, which you would think I would do in the very first video. But anyways, my name is Kaylee. I grew up in a small town in New Mexico, and I'm kind of a fun-loving girl, kind of a country, kind of a girly girl, kind of, not really because I don't like the color pink, but I love the color blue, as you can tell. But I really enjoy, like, the simple things. The reason I started YouTube is because I wanted something for myself. I feel like, you know, there's some people that have their own hobbies, and I just don't have that, and so I thought maybe I would start my own hobby, which would be YouTube. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be YouTubing or videos I'm going to be posting. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm kind of seeing if I like this or if I like that. But I'm just doing what I like watching, and one of the things I like watching are story times, and I thought I'd bring one to you today over one of my past dates that I've been on in the last 3 years. So hopefully y'all enjoy watching, and let's get on into it. So, I know, before you even say it, I already know what you're going to say. That was a terrible idea. I know it was. I know it was. But I was on the app called Tinder, which hopefully y'all know what that is. It's a dating app. You swipe right if you like somebody. If you swipe left, you don't like them. So I was going through Tinder one day, and I swiped left and liked a guy, and we both matched. And so we started talking on the app, and then it ended up where we would text, and he's like, yeah, let's go on a date. And I said, oh, sure, that would be great. Let's figure out the schedules, and so we did. And so he's like, okay, let's go watch a movie. I almost said no, because, ladies and gentlemen, you do not go to the movies on your first date, and I'm going to explain why. Because you can't talk and you can't get to know the person on the first date when you're in a movie watching a movie. Like, how does that help at all? It doesn't. It doesn't help anybody. You can't learn the person. Anyways, so I went on this date. And we meet up because I don't know this person. I'm not going to have him come to my house. Like, I'm going to meet you somewhere in public. Ladies, if you're dating somebody and you're first seeing them, meet them in public. Number one rule. So, I meet this guy, and he's like, oh, hi, it's so nice to meet you. And I was like, oh, it's nice to meet you, too. And we get into the theater, and he's like, I want to watch Sausage Party. Now, I had not watched the previews to it. At the time, all I really had was Netflix and YouTube, and I was not watching anything on TV. So I had no idea what the Sausage Party was, and I was like, okay, so it's just going to be like this dumb movie. It's not a big deal. Okay, yeah, sure. He's like, you've got it, right? I've got what? What do you mean I've got it? He says, yeah, you've got the ticket, right? You want me to pay for the tickets? Yeah, I left my wallet at home. He has his driver's license, but he doesn't have his wallet. Okay. So I pay for the movie tickets thinking, oh, it's okay, it's just going to be a nerdy movie, whatever. So we walk in, we start talking and chatting a little bit before the movie, and of course the movie starts and you can't talk anymore. And I was traumatized because that is a horrible, horrible, horrible movie. Like, just terrible movie. It was just awful. And so, I'm like, okay, I already want to leave this date. I already don't want to see you anymore because you took me to go see Sausage Party, which, if you have not seen, I'm not going to explain it. You can probably look it up. You probably have seen the previews by now because it's been out for, like, ever. Yeah, it was just awful. Anyways, so bad. And so, he's like, hey, we got to the movie theaters, and I'm like, maybe I can figure out a way to, like, tell him I have to go home. And he's like, hey, like, let me go get my wallet, and we'll go eat. Okay. Well, it's like 8:30 at this time, and I'm like, okay, like, let's go get some food because I'm hungry, and I don't know, I thought maybe the date would go better after Sasha's party. Why I thought that, I have no idea. So we went to get food at Chili's. It was so yummy. I love Chili's. I love Chili's. And so we sit down, we get food, and he starts talking about things I just don't agree with. And so if the date was already not, like, escalating because we watched Sasha's party, then, like, the conversation that we were having at Chili's was just making it 10 times worse. And I was just like, how do you get a girl talking like this? I was like, okay, I just really want to go home now. I'd rather just go home, get in my PJs, and forget that this date ever happened. Like, why did I decide to look cute? Because this guy ain't cute at this point. His looks might have been cute, but he was not cute at this point. Like, he was just, his personality made him ugly. So, I'm scarfing down my food because I'm like, alright, let's go. I'm tired of being on this date. I want to go home. And he's like, well, why are you in such a hurry to eat? And I was like, I'm just really hungry. He's like, well, you don't have to wait for me to eat. And he's like, slowly eating. And I'm like, I just want to go home. So we finally get done. We finally get into his car. We finally get back to my car. And he's like, oh, when will I see you? And I was like, oh, I'll text you and let you know. He decides to sneak in for a kiss. And I'm like, no, I don't do kisses on the first date. Like, I can't have this. No, I'm sorry. Not happening. And so he texted me the next day. He's like, I had fun last night. We were going to hang out again. And I was like, yeah, I didn't feel anything. I'm sorry. And blocked his number. I was like, this is so awkward. I can't handle. So that is my dating story about the time a guy took me to go watch Sausage Party for the first date. Guys, do not go take a girl to go see a terrible movie like that for their first date, because it's not funny. It's just wrong. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Give it a like down below if you liked it. Please subscribe.